Hello my dear friendsitas, how is life? I hope everything is good. Oh, thank you, I'm doing well too. So, today we're going to create something pretty amazing and crazy. And yes, the title doesn't lie. We're going to create this animation here. Let me just show you. This glitch animation in just one click. Voila! And you're probably wondering, wait, there must be something to it, right? I mean, I'm probably not saying something. Yes. So, the way it's going to happen is, I don't know if you're aware, but Photoshop has a thing called actions. Actions is something that you can basically record a list of tasks and then tell Photoshop, okay, do these tasks. And then Photoshop will do these tasks and you will see the results. So basically what we're going to do all these tasks and then we're going to record them. And then as soon as we are done, we will be able to put any image in Photoshop and tell Photoshop, okay, do this, and Photoshop will just repeat all the tasks and we will get a glitch animation in just one click with any image. How crazy is that? And just to tell you that, so for people who are actually members of learnfromfred.com, they will be able to, enroll into the classes section and download the action there. And for everyone else, I will show you how you can create it on your own right now in this tutorial. And also to announce something pretty amazing, this artwork here, this animation is one of my most viral artworks ever. One of them, because I have a few. I'm actually creating a class right now where I will show you how to create this artwork with these lines, with these colors, with all these beautiful techniques. And then I will show you how you can animate it using After Effects. So basically we're going to start with Photoshop and then we'll go to After Effects to animate all of this. And I'm going to publish this class on my website in a few days, so on this week. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss it, you can go to learnfromfred.com and click start your 3-day trial and actually start for free with 3 days. And then see if you like it, if you don't like it. And if you like it, which I'm almost sure you will, you can continue for just $13.99. Or if you don't like it, you can always just cancel and then I will go and cry. With that said, let's get into the tutorial. So, now, there are many things to this tutorial. First of all, let's just go and click create new. And just make sure your parameters are exactly like mine. The pixels, width 1000, 101 to 50. No artboard selected, resolution 300, RGB color, and let's just click that sweet create a button. So before I show you how to create the action, I want to show you how it works, because that's also very important, my dear friendsitas. So right now you don't need to do anything, just watch and I will show you how it works and then we will go and create it. And I'm gonna take any image, for example, let's say this image here. I'm gonna import it to Photoshop and come on baby. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger, like this, and I'm gonna place it here. Let's hit the OK button now. So now, the way it's going to work is, I'm gonna go to Actions panel, and you'll be able to find it in the window Actions, but again, you don't need to repeat this, okay? I'm just showing it to you. And here, for example, I have the action created, it's called Glitched. All I have to do is I have to select it, and you will have to just click, play, and wait for the magic to happen. Voila, let me close this. So now first of all, we see here many layers created automatically. And right now in order to see the animation, we will have to go to Window and then Timeline. So what is the timeline? Timeline is basically a tool that we use in Photoshop in order to animate stuff. So as you can see right now, I opened my timeline and just to explain you some basic stuff. We see here, for example, 0100, 0200, 0300. These are basically seconds. Second number 1, second number 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And your timeline can be longer or smaller, it doesn't matter that much, okay? And so right now, for example, in order to see the animation, all I need to do is I need to take this blue arrow and I need to move it to the left and right. And also one more thing, for example, you see here these mountains, I can zoom them out and in order to basically to zoom out or zoom in from the timeline. But again, don't think about that too much, okay? That's not right now, it's not important. So just take this, doesn't matter if it's long or small in your Photoshop, just take this blue arrow, and if I start moving it, as you can see, this is supposed to play now, because I'm moving it to second number 0 and then second number 5 and so on, but it's not doing anything. The reason why it's not doing anything, because we see here this big image which is on the top, and it's covering all the other little steps that we have here. So what I need to do is I need to take this image, because this is basically the same image. You see it's selected here, selected here as well. I just need to take it and bring it down. So now, for example, if I take my blue arrow and I start moving, you see, we see here now all of these different cool animations and glitch effects. And after that, all you have to do is just to export it as a video, and that's it, your animation would be ready. So it's going to be that simple. And now, when you kind of know the idea how it's going to work, let's actually get into it and create our glitchy animation and the action. So basically, one-click glitch animations. Let me close this, okay? And let's see if I'm recording. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna go to create new. Come on, baby. And make sure your settings are exactly like mine. Let's just click create now. So, and I need to close this timeline for now. I'm just gonna click here and close the tab group. I don't need it. So first of all, let's just import an image, and I'm gonna import this image this time. Let's make it bigger so there are no empty spaces and so on. So now in order to create an action, first of all, you will need to go to window and action here. And as you can see, you'll have this actions bar open here. And here, first of all, you will have default actions. You can make them bigger. You can, open them and close them with this arrow. What we need to do, we need to create a separate folder. So just click here, and I'm gonna call it tutorial. Click OK. And now, let me close this also. And now I need to create a new action. I'm just gonna click here plus, and I'm gonna call it glitched 3, because I already have like glitch 2, 3, and 4 so far. So you can call it anything. And as you can see, we have here this red icon, which means that now it's recording the action. What is Photoshop is going to do right now? It's going to record every action that we do, every task basically. And that's why right now it's very important that you follow exactly my steps. Because if you do something wrong, then when you will try to replace the action, a few things could go wrong basically. That's why it's important to follow me. So now we can close this. The first thing we need to do is we need to go now to window and timeline and click here create video timeline. So as you can see, Photoshop automatically created this timeline here. It's 5 seconds long, and we see our really long image basically. Let's start with creating a copy of this image. Just click right button somewhere here and go to duplicate layer and click OK. And so we need to make this smaller because this is also 5 seconds, but the thing is that in order to make animation, we need to change how the image looks. So for example, here let's say it's going to be normal, then after on second number 2 it's going to be glitchy and so on. So let me just take this and make it smaller. If I just go here, I can click and drag. As you can see end and duration near my mouse button, and the duration I want it to be like 0005, exactly like this. Boom. And now I can just move it, let's say somewhere here. So what I did right now, let me just zoom in. By zoom in I mean basically, getting closer to the timeline, because the length of the animation doesn't change, we're just getting in closer to the timeline. And also, if you have never ever worked with timeline before, then this could be a little bit more difficult for you to understand. And if you don't understand, a few things regarding the timeline, you can just go Google how to work with timeline and watch some timeline videos, or you can just repeat watching this and at some point you will understand. So we see here 0100, which means second number 1, and we see here like 10F, 20F. These are basically frames, because every second consists of 30 frames. And right now this is frame number 10, frame number 20, and when we get to frame number 30, we already have second number 1. That's why it doesn't say 30F, it says just 0100F, which is second number 1. So right now I put this image on frame number 20. Let's start animating it, basically changing. What we want to do is I want to make it glitchy. So if I click right button here, go to blending options, let's wait. Here I'm going to have here these channels. I can turn off one of them. For example, it's RGB, which stands for red, green, blue. Let's say I turn off red, okay? Nothing happened yet. Let's click OK. Now, for example, if I take this image, which is this one, image on the top, and I move it a little bit, you see we're starting to get these really interesting colors. This is happening because on the image on the top, I turned off red channel. And now it doesn't have all the 3 colors needed to create like the image. Now it has only 2 colors instead of 3. And that's why basically we're getting here some really weird and interesting effects. So it's a little bit difficult to explain. Just understand that when you turn off one of the colors, you're going to see really interesting effects like this one. Now let's continue. I'm gonna click right button, create a duplicate of this, click OK. As you can see, a third one. Now I'm gonna take this and move this a little bit forward. So again, I have 5 frames of difference between them. And as you can see, for example, if I move this, no effect, effect, no effect again, and then effect again. So now let's go and change this. Now I want to again right button, do blending options, and this time I'm gonna turn on red but turn off green, for example. As you can see, now we're getting totally different colors. And also I can take this image and I can move it actually to the right, so the glitchiness effect is different. One time it's on the left, another time it's on the right, and so on. So now, for example, if I move this, you see, left, right, good. And now, for example, if we open actions, we will see that Photoshop has been recording everything that we have been doing so far. So this is good. Let me just close this now. Now let's continue. Again, let's create a duplicate of this, and you can just click right button and go to duplicate layer and click OK. There are also hotkeys to do that, but I'm gonna do it the standard way just in case some of you don't understand how to use hotkeys and stuff like that, so that you don't get confused. I'm gonna move it again a few frames forward, like 5 frames between them. This time again I want to go to blending options and turn off one of the colors, but there is a quicker way to get there. So we can of course click right button and click blending options, or you can, what else you can do is you can just double click on the empty space here, boom boom, exactly on the empty space, not text, not image, but the empty space, and we will see the same thing here. So you can just double click and it's going to open. And now I'm going to turn on green, but I'm going to turn off blue, and voila, now we have 3 different images with 3 different effects, and as you can see, it's getting glitchy already. Wow! So let's continue. Let's see what else we can do here with these magical fingers. So let's again click right button, go to duplicate layer, click that with OK button. I'm going to move it again 5 frames ahead. So this time I'm going to go to filter, I'm going to go to stylize, I'm going to go to wind. So wind helps us to add this type of really interesting wind effect. Let me click minus so we can see the full image. And we have here 3 different methods: wind, blast, stagger, and we also have direction from right or from left. I'm gonna start with stagger, and let's say it's from left. Let's click that with OK button, and voila! Now as you can see, we get really nice glitch effect. And this time I want to change the colors again. Just double click here, and let's say I just gonna do it this one basically. And you can also move this image just to change the effect a little bit, you know, it depends on how much you want to move it. I think this is fine. So again, let's right click, duplicate layer. Okay, so as you can see, we're just creating duplicate and changing the effect. Move it forward again, go here. This time I want to change the wind effect. So what I will do is I will click double on the wind effect, because I already have it here. If you just click double, boom boom. Now I can change the direction from the right. And as you can see, it's changed. Let's click OK. And now I also want to change the colors. So again, just double click on the empty space here, and we can go and change the colors. Let's say now we want to turn off the blue channel. Good. Again, create duplicate, click OK, and now let's move it here, place it here. So now what I want to do is I want to try some different wind effects. Again, we can just double click here, and I want to try just normal. No, normal wind is too boring, probably blast. Oh yeah, baby, that looks cool. Let's go from the left. Ooh, and this is so freaking dope. Let's again create duplicate, and we're going to do that for some time. So again, because I need my video to be at least 3 seconds long. Right now it's almost 3 seconds. Why I need to be 3 seconds long? Because Instagram accepts minimum 3 seconds videos, and the goal is, like, you know, we were going to publish it to Instagram and so on. That's what I usually do. So that's why I need to be at least 3 seconds long. So still need to add few effects. This time I want to again change the colors. Okay, and again, let's say I turn off green, and I click double on the wind. I change the direction. Cool, that looks good. So now let's try some different effect, not wind, but something else. Okay, so what I want to do is again, let's create a duplicate of the image. Let's move it again ahead. So let's go to this image. First of all, I want to get rid of this wind, so I'm just going to take this and put it in trash bin. Also, I want to make sure we have all the colors enabled. So again, double click, and I want to turn on green, boom. So as you can see, now all of the colors are enabled here, like green, blue, and red. Now we go to image, adjustments, and we go to invert. And when I do that, voila, we get another cool effect, which is basically inverting the image. It looks like a ghost. Wow. This is another cool thing you can do. And one last thing that you can do, also something pretty cool. Let's create a duplicate of this image. Let's again take this invert, delete it. What I want to do is, let's put it forward. Double click. Let's say turn off red colors. This time I want to make this image bigger, because if I move it to the left and right, we see the colors. But also if I make it bigger, we're also going to see the colors. So if I go to edit, free transform, and I can just make it bigger, and voila, look at this. Fantastico. Let's click OK. And voila, our animation is basically ready. Now we just need to export it as a video. But before we do that, first of all, I want to make my video smaller, because right now, as you can see, it's 5 seconds, because we see here this thingy. I need to take this and bring this to the left. Boom. Now, as you can see, it's ending where we have the last frame. So this looks good. And now we just need to stop the action. So if I go to action, I can just click stop here, and voila, ready. So let's now close this, and we can now export it for now. Let's go to file, let's go to export, let's go to render video. Don't worry, action is going to be automatically saved in Photoshop. And I'm gonna call this glitched girl, very beautiful, whatever. Okay. And here, before you render this, you have to make sure a few things are right. First of all, make sure you have your Adobe Media Encoder selected, or maybe if you're using Mac, you would also have here QuickTime. But if you have Adobe Media Encoder, then choose Adobe Media Encoder. Format H264. Again, if you have Mac and you don't have H264, you can choose QuickTime. But if you have this, then choose this. Preset, high quality. This all should be fine. Just make sure your settings are exactly like mine, and let's click render. Let's wait for the magic to happen. Are you ready? Oh, it's done. Oh yeah, baby. Glitch Gold very beautifully. So before we play it, I want to put this on repeat. Okay, let's just have a look. Oh yeah, baby, look at this glitch effect. So now let me show you like how it's going to, is the action actually going to work or not. So let's just close this. Let's say we finish this. Let's say we want to create it in one click. Okay, let's go to create new. Let's create a new project. Hello. Okay, goodbye. Let's close the tab group. So Photoshop needs to be like empty, basically, like if you are starting from zero, in order for the action to work. And let's import, let's say, this image here. Now if we go to action, and now let me just go up. So first of all, I want to close this, so not to see all the tasks. Click on glitched, and now let's click play, baby. Oh yeah, look at this. Look how smooth it is working. Oh yeah, come on. Yes, we made it. Good. Okay, so now let's go to window, let's go to timeline. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so the last one, which is, so as you can see, it's working actually pretty well. It made all the effects that we wanted. But because this image is pretty colorful, it's, you see, for example, this image is pretty colorful. That's why we don't see the colors too strong. Just a bit we see on the corners and so on. That's why it's better if you choose the image that is not so colorful, because glitches are already pretty colorful. It's working well. The only thing is that in the last step, as you can see, this image is just big, but it's not like doing anything, but it's fine. We can just double click here. We can go to here, turn off red, for example, and voila. So, and now you can export it, and that's it. So now you can use this on any image. Wow. Thank you. I know I blew your mind. I hope so, at least. That's it, guys, for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to go to my Photoshop classes, learnfromfred.com. Oh yeah, baby, and access tons of premium Photoshop classes where I will teach you how to blow anyone's mind with your artworks and animated artworks and still artworks and everything else. Boom chicka boom. Bye bye.